You might be wondering why I'm wearing a rabbit on my head. Well, when I left the house this morning, it was 10 below zero Fahrenheit. Wait a minute. When you're birding the coast of Maine in winter, it's not always that temperature. Sometimes it's colder. But the reality is most of the days in winter are above 20 degrees, sometimes even above freezing, even in the worst of winter. And all the beaches in Maine face south into the sun, so honestly, it's warmer than people expect. Today we're exploring the upper portion of the mid-coast of Maine, Knox and Waldo County. The challenge isn't the weather here. The challenge is that this section of coast is very tourist-oriented. There's a lot of residences right along the shoreline, and then inns and resorts, and not that many parks or places to actually go look for birds. You'd have to know where the secret spots are. And within the next few minutes, you're going to know where those secret spots are. This is Owl's Head Light Station. It's called Owl's Head because that's what the Native Americans thought it looked like from the water. The lighthouse has been here since 1852. Now when you come here, you're going to want to come up to the lighthouse and take a look at the enormous vista that is up here, which are also going to be a long way from the ducks. So we'll go down below where it's a little closer. Just out of the parking lot, there's a road that leads down to the left. That actually goes down to the beach below the lighthouse. This is getting better. The longer I stay motionless at this picnic table, ducks are just coming right in. Oh, white-winged scoter. I wasn't expecting that. That's Owl's Head State Park. Next stop. This may seem odd, but downtown Rockland can be a great place because a lot of gulls come into this harbor and they will gather on some of the rooftops and wait for the tide to drop. So I just sort them through, see what's here. A big part of Maine's windjammer fleet, all buttoned up for the winter. American widgeon in the harbor. I definitely was not expecting that. That's the nice thing about harbors. They're sheltered, so a lot of the ducks like to get in right close. And so you've got black guillemots and long-tailed ducks and common eiders right at your feet. This is the Farnsworth. A lot of Andrew Wyeth's paintings are here. That's probably where you've seen me before. Christina and I used to bird together. The gulls aren't showing me much today. I think we're moving on. I can't believe I got a day without wind. This is a great place to get ducks, or a great place to get cold. Choose wisely. Oh, come on, you two, rent a room. There they are, purple sandpipers. They are so cute. It's no wonder they get more likes than I do. Belfast Harbor. Like most harbors, waterfowl and gulls come in pretty close. There are two key places to look. If I were you, I'd come right to the harbor and scan for waterfowl and other birds here. And then there's a walking bridge right over there that we're going to. It's part of the harbor walk in Belfast, and the birds can be pretty close to the bridge. Pay attention to the little nooks and crannies along the shoreline. American black ducks and mallards like to gather in those spots. Next stop is in Searsport. Sears Island, let's go. This is the biggest undeveloped island along the Maine coast, but the fact it's undeveloped is an accident. This was going to be a major cargo port. They even built a causeway into it and a road on top of it, but they never built the port. So it's now a conservation area, and it's one of the best places to bird along the upper mid-coast of Maine. What to look for in here? Common birds, common eider, common loon, common goldeneye, also buffleheads, long-tailed ducks, red-breasted mergansers. American black ducks at lower tide like to congregate on the mudflats adjacent to the island. Depending on how much snow and ice there is, you could actually park at the gate and walk the road into the park. There's a lot of the winter residents here, so chickadees, nuthatches, woodpeckers, they're all over the place. Or you can just drive another 200 yards and go up to Lighthouse Road and drive in that way. You can still see the outline of the fort 260 years later. The French and the English squabbled over this area a lot. There were a lot of battles, but actually none here. This fort never fired a shot in anger. A little slippery ice and snow. What could possibly go wrong? This is a big view on top of a high bluff, which is great, except that you're a long way from the water. You may have to spot your ducks, your scoters, your eiders, your guillemots, your long-tailed ducks at a distance. I will say this is a good spot to look for bald eagles. They like to sit up high up here and look around. Days along the coast of Maine in winter aren't as cold as you think, but they are short. So get out there early and enjoy a full day before the sun sets and the moon rises.